And welcome to my version of how to play Loopy from Simon Tatham's Puzzles. Alright, so the first trick I want to show you to playing this game is that there's lots of patterns. Whenever you have two threes diagonal from each other, that means they need three lines. Two of them will always be known. And when you have two threes right next up to each other, like at this point, at the top left, they'll always have lines that zigzag around them. And so we have the top left done. Yes. I always fill these in so it makes it easier to see. And on the top right we have the 3 and the 3. So the pattern for the 3 and the 3 is always there's a line between, there's a line on the outsides, because remember it always zigzags. And on the outside over there there's never a line, because you can't ever do a three-way, and you always have to make separate. You have to make one giant loop, just like in Pearl. All right. So when you're at a corner, like at the bottom right, you always have those 2 points because you don't want to end it at a point. And so we have another pair of threes. So thank goodness for that. This makes it a lot easier. All right. So on this game, there's a lot of guessing and checking. And so one of the ways to go about it is to try one of the high traffic zones like the top. There's lots of ones, and so there's going to be an easy solution to consider. So I thought if there's a 1 right here, the 3's are gonna come out like this, and the 2 is gonna have this. So the 2 is gonna raise up towards the 3's. We don't know how far, or if it's gonna meet with the 3's. And so the top left, we just have to keep. This is just a guess and check game, and so I guessed and check. What if I went down? But I can't go all the way down. If I went down one more, I would make a loop that was too small. So I have to go right. And so this 2 is complete. And this 3 has to go this way. This 2 needs this line. That way there's one on both sides. But how can that be? It's going to have to do a huge loop all the way over to this area. And this is the only way I was able to find out the loopy loop answer. Alright. So we know that these lines can't be done, so I just like to fill those in. Makes it a little bit clearer. And then at the bottom left, we have a 2 and a 3. You can't, because the 3 loves corners and the 2 doesn't, the 2 having corners away is the only way to make this corner right here on the 3. You can never point a corner at a 3, only from the 3. What's an example? The 3's corner is pointing at the 2, and the 2's corner is pointing away. You never point a corner at the 3 because then the 3 can't make a loop. It makes a three-way. It's mathematically impossible. Alright, so this is another trick. I am full of tricks for this one, even though I don't like it too much because it's very difficult. Alright, so this 3 has 2 lines away from the point where it's meeting. So whenever you have a point that leads up to a 3, and you know it's going to touch one of those sides that I left blank, the opposite sides are always going to be filled in. That's a rule for the 3. And so we know this 3 is going to attach to the upper 3 like this, and the 1 and the 2 are going to have a line like this. And so this 3 has a line, and we need this line to curve around it. Alright. Now we have to try and connect everything. And since this is like like the 3, it's like the opposite with the 1. So where this 3 comes down and meets the 1, there's going to be no possibility of 1 having a space there. As opposed to 3, where it always has both of them, 1 never has either. So now you know One is going to have, since this is a corner, I'm going to go pull this down. One is going to have the threes, so it's gonna come down, but I'm gonna focus on the bottom right because we have that corner. We know that this is gonna come down to the 3. This 2 is gonna be filled in, and there we go. We got a 3 and a 2. All right, the rest of this will hopefully be really easy. The 2 in the middle is just being pointed at, so we got those 2 lines, and got the bottom done. It's just that 3. Alright, whenever you have a 3 in a corner, it's just like on the corner of the page at the bottom right. We always fill it in. So in this corner, you have to fill it in as well. And then the 2 has these 2 lines, and so everything just, we have to try and connect it. And so we got this part right here, and the 2's on the right, and we're done. Thanks for enjoying this with me. Maybe we can do an easier one really quickly. Oh, zeros. Those are fairly quick. And we know 3's go like this. Whenever you have 3's that are diagonally like this, they always go like this. And since this is done, this comes down here and this comes down here. This is done. Can't have anything around that. This one is 3. Woo! This one's really quick. Yay! Alright, since this has to come down here, we know it goes like this. And this can't have one, so it goes like this. And this can't have this, so it goes like that. Oh my gosh, it's so much easier on easy. Oh. Alright, so this has to come all the way around. And that's about it. Thanks for joining me today and learning how to do Loopy with me. Let me know if you have any additional questions down in the comments below. Feel free to watch as I solve this puzzle, if you want. Woo. Alright, can't go down there, so I just like to block it off. And that one's done. Alright, let's see if I can add or subtract anything else. We don't know that part. Alright, if this was here, that would create a lot of problems, so this one has to be here. We'll just go up here, and this one has to connect, and it's done. Alright, thanks so much for watching.